Once I processed all of this, I confronted her about her ex, and she said she's sorry, and it's so long ago she doesn't remember anything.
I plead the fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Hello friends, and welcome back to ReddX, your source for the freshest daily cringe content anywhere on the internet. Promise swearsies, it's just a fact, it's totally science. Go ahead, hey, look it up if you want. I can't really tell you how to live your life. Today, I'm living my life over at r/cheating stories. Because yeah, this is the type of stuff that's gonna rustle some jimmies, and I know that's what a lot of people are here for. So let's not delay any longer, we'll make it do what it do, and jump into it right now. My lover got another girl pregnant, but we were the ones cheating. So what you mean to say is your boyfriend decided to stay with like his ride or die girl? I guess I'd be a little salty too. OP says, this is long, but it was 7 years of my life. Yeah, well spent, well invested. In 2010, an acquaintance asked me to go to work for him selling door-to-door vacuums. Yeah, that sounds like the worst job ever. That's one of those first job type of jobs. I had just lost my job and was desperate. I mean, yeah, door-to-door vacuum, you'd have to be. He told me that he planned to run the office soon, and I would be sure to sell. This acquaintance of yours, okay. I also thought he was cute and believed that I had a chance with him. Yeah, I mean, he's just gonna be your boss, Sue. What could possibly go wrong? Surely this will only result in things that benefit me, right? Well, on my first day, I find out that he was already dating someone in the same office. This dude really likes to shit where he eats, just directly on top of it. She was not very pretty. She was always smiling, which really got on my nerves because it felt so fake. When she wasn't working, she was reading. Ugh, it was as if she thought she was better than me. Or, get a grip here on this, she might actually enjoy reading. I think you're really upset at the fact that she's everything that you're not. You're like a duplicitous bundle of hate, and she's like, hi everybody, yeah, I'm just gonna go read a book. It's chill. Main character syndrome and everything. It's no wonder this dude ran away. Well, she was promoted in the organization and spent less time with her boyfriend. We worked from sun up to sundown, Mondays through Saturdays. At that point, he and I began flirting. Oh yeah, here we go. Let's make some mistakes that can never be undone. At first, it was like little things, a smile here and there. He would let me ride passenger with him when we drove around looking for houses to sell vacuums, etc. How do you know which one? You're just like, that looks like a dirty house. It's all just a waste of money. This entire thing's one big swizzle. Yeah, we're just driving around looking for houses. Like, that's not what you're paid to do. Sell the fucking vacuums. Think I'm paying you to chase the dog around the yard with your dick out? You got a nice girl at home. She smiles. She reads books. Go home. Go the fuck back home right now and give her a hug. I'm telling you. Anyway, OP continues. I had no loyalties to the girlfriend. Besides, like I said, she got on my nerves. Does she even know that you exist? Probably not. Until the fatal moment. Snakes in the grass, man. Snakes in the grass everywhere. One day, she and that guy got into an argument, and the guy and I were sent to a different area, far from where the office was. This meant we needed to get a hotel. We spent Valentine's Day together and had a wonderful time. When we got back, he broke it off with her and decided to stay with me. Yeah, and you guys didn't plan that out at all? You made it sound like it's all just happenstance, like, oh, this happened, and then this also happened. You were out of town renting a hotel room on Valentine's Day? You're the worst type of person. This woman was self-confident enough to let her boyfriend go, oh yeah, it's for work, that's fine. Do what you need to do. And then she got a knife shoved into her back. Now she's a more broken person because of your actions. And the worst part is OP talks about it like she's so proud of it. Oh yay, I did this. Yeah, that makes you a certifiable piece of trash. You realize that? Oh, it's really getting to me. All right. A few days later, his girlfriend tells him that she is pregnant. I thought that she was lying, but apparently it was true. Why would you think that was? They were probably banging it out pretty regular. But yeah, sometimes girls do say these things, don't they? Really, they just want to leave the relationship with $300 for a fake abortion? I'll let you have it. That's fine. My parting gift to you. So yeah, girlfriend, pregnant. At first, that guy stayed loyal to me, and I must admit, I was not mature about it. You've not been mature about any of this, really. I would throw it in her face that he was with me whenever I had the chance. Yeah, got yourself a real prize there. Cheaters always cheat, okay? Very rare is the exception. As her belly grew, that guy began to grow distant, and I realized that he was trying to work things out with his pregnant ex. I mean, yeah, one's carrying my baby, one's like some bitch I used to bang, I don't know. He even humiliated me in front of my coworkers when he told me that we were not together. Yeah, because you went around the office all smug, threw yourself a little ticker tape parade until it all went up in flames. Now all you can do is dance in the ashes. I was so confused. Later I found out why, and I was not going to let him or her get away with humiliating me like this. I don't think this has anything to do with humiliating you, OP. That's the main character syndrome acting up again. They're trying to do what's best for the life that this woman is carrying and get over the speed bump in their relationship. That's you. You were the speed bump. Hell of a speed bump, though. Crazy speed bump's always the best. You might want to reverse, go back over that one a couple more times, but once you move on, don't look in the rearview mirror. Speed bump gonna follow you home. The day before their first sonogram, I went to his house. They did not live together. How uncouth! She owned a condo and he lived in a community house with other salesmen. God, that sounds miserable. She's doing a lot better than he is, huh? They were planning to move in together once she got rid of her roommates. Oh, they both got roommates. Everybody has roommates these days. But yeah, now that person I bang is my roommate. So I went to his place. We had drinks and ended up spending the night together. Oh, it just happened that way. I didn't plan this at all. In the morning, the girlfriend called. He was in the shower, so I answered his phone. Oh dear, you really are just the devil, aren't you? How are you this hateable of a person? Because this is how much you hate yourself deep down, I'm pretty sure. This is brutal. When I told her that he was in the shower, she flipped. It was so satisfying. I just wish I could have seen her face ugly crying. Ooh, this is terrifying. The mindset of a cheater right here. You hate this person because she exists alongside a person that you like to exist alongside also, but she met him before you. So you're like the secondary figure. You can't just take a back seat, bide your time, see if it works out if you're really that intent, which I still think that's gross. But for both of you to ruin a relationship just because, I really do hate to see it. OP says, that girl quit her job, so I didn't get to throw it in her face that I had won. In a week's time, she moved out of her condo, sold her car, and moved in with her parents. In a week's time, I had ruined her life. God, I really can't wait for you to reap what you sow, you know? She had no home, no car, no boyfriend, and pregnant. I had won. I knew I had finally taken that stupid, toothy smile away for good. Yay, you succeeded in making another person just as miserable as yourself. What do you want? You want some sort of prize for that? You're a disgusting human being. Instead of working on yourself, trying to raise yourself to the level you see other people at, you're like, what if I could just drag them down? That sounds easier to me. Everything that you represent is terrible, and I can't wait for you to start reaping, because you're gonna get reaped real hard. Wait, not like that. Now, my now boyfriend was upset that he didn't know where his baby was, though. Yeah, imagine that. We decided we were going to take the baby as well. You guys are monsters, both of you.
What the hell is wrong with you people?
You deserve each other. I hope you don't get it because that child is gonna grow up in a miserable environment. Now we're getting to the level where I'm like, maybe we should just shoot her. Like a rabid dog. She can't be stopped. It's never enough. We gotta put an end to this. She's my dog, I'll do it.
All right. I've had it up to here. Oh.
How dare she leave without telling the father where his baby was? Yeah, I'm sure you're totally offended on his behalf and not just doing this to, like, continue the ruining of her life. I knew we had to have some legal recourse in the matter. We knew which state he was in, and eventually she would ask for child support, and that would be our chance. Eventually, we both forgot about her and the baby and moved on with our lives. Yeah, that really mattered to me for like a month. You're insane people. I'm glad that the girlfriend got the hell out of it. Should have done as soon as he cheated, not even taking him back. Put the baby up for adoption if you really can't care for it. No matter what he says, you just say, look, I'm gonna figure my own way out of this, okay? OP says occasionally that girl would show up on social media and attack us. Oh yeah, you felt so attacked, did you? She's probably not even attacking you. It's just like a statement of events. But she's like, oh my god, my own shame is attacking me. We just kept blocking everything so she couldn't write on our social media accounts. Okay, yeah, this all sounds super cool and mature. How old are you people during this? Bunch of fucking low-rent vacuum cleaner salesmen banging and having babies? Like, just... the scum at the bottom of the gene pool reproducing. You really don't have any bigger thoughts going on than like, now her man is my man. Go on Jerry Springer. Just, I want the opportunity to hit you with a chair.
Hey, settle down. Careful!
OP says, later I would come to find out that my boyfriend was the one instigating it. He would call her out of the blue, looking for her to let him back into her and the baby's lives. Yeah, duh. She's gonna get on fine without him. It's him that feels like he's missing a part of himself. And you are. That child needs a father. Unfortunately, you're not father material. You're a vacuum cleaner salesman. Get it together, first and foremost. So yeah, girlfriend would get upset and retaliate. She didn't want the boyfriend in their lives at all. And I also didn't want him leaving me, so I started to mess with her when I could. I'm sure the first time you heard the scum at the bottom of the gene pool thing, you're like, isn't that a little bit harsh, ReddX? You still think it's harsh? Do you? Leave me a comment about it. After a few years, I found out that he had contacted her again. This time she was ready to talk and let him see the baby. Well, not on my watch. Yeah, I'm gonna do the thing that's bad for everyone. In an attempt to make myself feel better. How can you not see? None of this is positive. You're a miserable, hateful person. I waited until he was asleep, and I texted her as him that he was still with me. She wrote back that not only was she married, but also that she didn't want him back. She just wanted to do the right thing for her son. It is a very mature stance to take. My mother took me to see my biological father at a park one time when I was 8 years old. And sitting there, he'd show me pictures of my half-brothers and half-sisters and go on and on about how we were all going to go to Disneyland and doesn't that sound fun? And even at 8 years old, I could tell that he was just like full of shit. I saw the same liar in him that I saw in myself. And the exact words I told him I remember even decades later were, I'm 8 years old and I don't need this. And then me and my mom went home. Like, yeah, you rejected me when you were 2. I rejected you when I was 8. So the feeling's mutual. Don't feel bad about nothing. Big, long, personal diatribe, all that to say, I hope that his son does the exact same thing. Like, where have you been? I don't know who you are. Get out of my house. So yeah, girlfriend wants to do the right thing by her son, but OP says, since I already threatened to take her son from her, she changed her mind. She also sent him screenshots of my message and told him to kick rocks. Yeah, how could this possibly blow back in my face? Well, surprise! After 7 years, I realized he was scum.
I am shocked. Shocked. Well, not that shocked.
Oh yeah, you're so much better than him, honestly. You truly believe that? He didn't get the office he told me he would run. We were living paycheck to paycheck. After he promised we would have the office, money, and an amazing life. And he had a son who his mother was raising, and I was going to get to be his new mom. All the plans to get custody of his other son were forgotten. Oh, this is a new... I told you, a cheater always cheats again, right? It's hilarious. Remember the reaping that I talked about earlier? Here it is. That's delicious to me. He didn't even pay to support either one. We had to move in with roommates. Sounds like everybody's reaping what they sow. This is really nice. Put a nice bow on it for me. He was fired, and we both had to go to work selling telephones. Why do you sell all these antiquated items? Do you want to buy a Kirby vacuum cleaner? No, I got a Roomba, dude. Like, it's fine. Nobody vacuums anymore. Would you like to buy a telephone you plug in your wall? I have a cell phone. Who's buying these things?
This might be hard to believe, but are you aware that nobody gives a shit?
I'm pretty sure these companies are set up as just like giant money laundering schemes. And then the cherry on top, he took my promotion. What, you want him to get the office and blah, blah, blah. The promotion's part of that. I'm just doing what you want. How did I get you? I knocked another girl up, so I did that again. I thought it would reignite the spark in our relationship. So the promotion thing was the last straw. 7 years wasted on this idiot. I mean, I'm sure he could say the same. He had 2 children that he didn't take care of. What did I get myself into? See, you thought you got a prize because you wrestled it away from another girl, and then you found out it was just like, just gristle, skin. It's like, ugh, you really want to eat that? You really want that to be part of yourself? No. But OP did, she gulped it down. She's like, that's so nice. I'm gonna tell everybody. And everybody's probably whispering behind her back, like, what an idiot. So I let him have it via text, and we broke up. I even moved out of state to Hollywood. No, not that Hollywood. Florida. Did you go from California to Florida? I don't know what the original state was. Who cares? You belong in Florida because you're nuts. The coolest and craziest people I've ever met come from Florida. Unfortunately, you only fall under one of those labels, OP. OP says, now I'm 46, and I feel like I wasted a huge chunk of my life on this man. 46, right? You still doing this? Holy shit. I decided to make the most of it. I traveled, had a lot of fun, visited my family, made new friends, and tried to pick up the pieces of my life. Yeah, what a sob story you got there. Fuck up my lawn. As the holidays got close this year, I wondered what happened to his ex. I did a deep dive into her life. No, honey, sweetheart, trust me. What you need to work on right now is your own life, for sure, all right? Bless your heart. I found out that she got the life that she was expecting with her ex. She got the life that I expected with my ex. She became an executive in an amusement park and sells homemade marshmallows on the side for fun. Her husband has a business flipping houses. They're both raising the little boy, now a teenager. They're always camping, hiking, RVing all over the US. She still has that stupid, toothy smile after all. I knew she would. The good ones always persevere. And I realized that I'm alone for another holiday. Not quite alone. I do have family that I visit when I can. Gosh, being a miserable pile of shit for 4 decades really didn't work out too well for you, did it? But at least there is some contrition at the end of the post, you know? OP says, I ruined this girl's life, and she was not able to just move forward, but also thrive. That's when I realized that I was paying for the consequences of my actions. I wanted to win so bad, but all I got was this consolation prize.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Essentially, yes. I took her problem, that is RX, and I made it my problem. If they had stayed together, they would have been the ones living paycheck to paycheck, and perhaps I would have met my Prince Charming. Yeah, it is all about you, isn't it? I know that karma's a bitch, but I think I paid for my mistakes. Sometimes I wonder, can I be redeemed? They say it's hard to teach an old dog new tricks, but I don't know if I fully believe that. The first step is admitting that you have a problem. Pop in for a couple hundred sessions of therapies, bing, bang, boom, good as new. If there's the will to change, you can always change, but this sort of negative mindset seems deeply ingrained within you, OP. You've lived as this person for so long, and now you have to learn to live as somebody completely different. Are you capable of that? I don't know. You tell me. You are really the only one who knows what you're capable of. I'm glad cracks are starting to show, a little bit of light shining down through, but is it enough to wake you up completely? Who can really say? There's a lot of lessons that we could glean from something like this, like door-to-door vacuum salesman, not the most go-getter type of person. I thought y'all were young as hell, but you said you spent 7 years there, you're 46 now. You were probably doing this stuff in like your late 20s, early 30s. Which for that late in life, that's really concerning. I don't know what made you think that that was a good way to live. But you can start living differently from this point forward. Is it hard? Yeah. Could you do it? Probably. I can't say yes for sure. Wow, I spent a really long time on that one. Probably we should do just a couple more at least, right? Okay, let's do it. My 27 male wife, 27 female, cheated years ago, and I just found out the extent. Oh man, there's no putting that genie back in the bottle, is there? Hello everyone, as the title implies, I caught my wife cheating on me in 2019. Still wife, not ex-wife at this point? I don't know what I can't tell you how to live, it's fine, whatever. Be a cuck all you like. I looked through her phone as I had a gut feeling, and lo and behold, there was a man's name in her Snapchat that I didn't know. After I looked over the snaps, it was her ex-boyfriend, and they went back 1.5 years. Constant communication, but no flirting. Yeah, no, still not liking that. Keep in mind, I could only still see the conversations that were saved, as others were deleted. She had changed the name on his profile to a random name to mask the fact that she was talking to her ex. I confronted her at the time, and she admitted it was her ex, and she didn't know why she was talking to him. What a cop-out excuse. I can't recall why we started talking. I plead the fifth. I know why. If you don't give me a reason, I'm gonna make up a reason. It's the reason that everybody else is thinking at this moment. She claimed that it was just an emotional affair, and they had never seen each other. Again, bullshit. I didn't ask if you had seen each other. You're playing yourself with this line of questioning. We fought about this for weeks afterwards, and I was never really able to express myself, and it got swept under the rug. Despite of my rage, I'm still just a rat in a cage. Won't you whine about it, fucking Billy Corgan, huh? My girlfriend emotionally cheated and I can't express myself. Come on, dude. I called you the word earlier and it was kind of a joke, but now I'm actually questioning if you're the word. C-U-C-K? The word? You know?
Oh, have you not heard? It was my understanding that everyone had heard.
Heard what? Brian, don't!
Oh, well, bad.
So we got engaged in 2020. Mistake. Married in 2021. Mistake! I never felt she was cheating, nor did I get the gut feeling on anything, and everything was great. she got pregnant and gave birth to our son in 2022. What are you doing? Please stop. Does this train have no brakes? You decided to just trust your gut feeling. Why? Because the last time you trusted your gut feeling, you got hurt by finding out the truth? I think it's best you know the truth, friend. Do not plant your seed there. That's bad soil. That is bad soil. Whatever grows out of there is gonna kill you, I'm telling you. Fast forward to August 2023. I got the gut feeling again. Oh!
Oh no, not again.
It only happens when he eats pepperoni pizza. It's actually acid reflux, but he doesn't know that. I would then check her phone when I had time, and I never found anything. During a conversation a few weeks later, she called me Matt. My name is not Matt, nor do I know anyone named Matt. She stated that she didn't know a Matt either, and that I was crazy. Good old gaslight. Yeah, I didn't call you that. I was talking about the paper placemat they put down at the really fancy restaurants. I didn't get the chance to look through her phone after this due to conflicting work schedules and keeping up with our 1-year-old son. Kids, 1-year-old, you still don't even trust your wife? Jesus. How do people live like this? I don't understand. I would occasionally bring the name Matt up, and she would get very angry with me. Oh yeah, that's the right button to push. Just keep pushing that. I decided one night to look through her computer that's linked to her phone. It's been locked to her phone since she got it the first couple weeks of us talking in 2015. Yeah, that's why Apple products are the best. No, I'm pretty sure you're just using Babby's first smartphone. The messages went back to early 2016 and there was nothing. I then looked in the archived messages, and these went back to when she got the computer in late 2015. I clicked through the first few with nothing of interest. I then got to the next folder a month after we had first started dating, and I found the messages between her and her ex-boyfriend. Look, LP, I know the truth hurt. I know sometimes it's hard to get after it, but it's for the best. This has been over for a long time. You've been living a lie. I'm sorry that a pregnancy didn't fix everything. I'm sorry that a kid had to get involved, but that was time to walk away and care for yourself a bit. Hey, take the kid with you, why not? But only do it if you really actually like him and want him, and not just to spite your ex, you know? I'm pretty sure that OP is gonna be a more stable parent than cheating mother, but what do I know, really? I'm painting a picture of a life from a Reddit post. What do you want from me? All right, so tell me all the nastiness. What happened there, OP? She reached out to him, and the continued talking until he switched over to Snapchat in 2017. With how the archives worked, it didn't save every message, but it did save a lot of them. I know this as I looked at our messages and then looked at the archived ones, and a lot were not there. In the messages with her ex, she stated things like, I miss you, I was so happy with you, and I was gonna hold out for you, but no flirting. What the fuck? No flirting?
What do you even call that?
Hello? Think, McFly! What does I miss you mean? I will hold out for you. What kind of mental gymnastics? What sort of mental gymnastics are you going through here, OP? How could you possibly rationalize this to yourself? I'm flabbergasted. Adding up the time, they had an EA for 4 years. At first I thought they meant like EA the company, you know, that tries to get all your money. Give me all the microtransactions. But no, they're talking about an emotional affair. For 4 years. The majority of the time that you guys have been together. Is there gonna be some righteous anger in this? Or are you just gonna sit there and cry and jerk it in the corner? At least they let me watch now. Oh my god. They constantly talked about meeting up and seeing each other, but nothing proved that they did. She also was talking down about him to me throughout this time. Yeah, she's talking down about you to him at this time as well, I'm sure. Another just miserable harpy, sucking the souls out of as many men as she can, and not even in the good way, you know? If I'm gonna get my soul sucked out, the least you can do is top me off a little, you know? Oh man, here I go again. During this same snooping session, I logged into her Facebook and looked through her activity log. There it was. After she called me Matt and we got into a huge fight, she deleted a Matt from her Facebook friends list. I looked him up and found out he works in the same hospital as her. Dude, Big Brother is out here. You're snitching on yourselves, essentially. Facebook won't tell anybody my dirty secrets. Yeah, bitch. You sure about that? OP out here looking like the master hacker cracker. Tuck, 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 tuck. I'm in. Once I processed all of this, I confronted her about her ex, and she said she's sorry, and it's so long ago she doesn't remember anything.
I plead the fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I told her I needed answers. Yeah, you deserve them at this point. It's not gonna fix anything, it's not gonna make you feel better, but maybe it'll motivate you enough to actually walk away. Because that's really what needs to happen here. That's the hilarious thing about any cheating story. It's like, yeah, the same answer. Leave. Why aren't you leaving? You're making excuses not to leave. Please leave. I gave it some time, and I sat her down to talk. At first, she rolled her eyes and laughed and didn't take it seriously. I started to cry, which she's only seen me cry like 2 to 3 times during our 8 years together, and then she started to take it more seriously. But she still stated that she didn't know and that she was sorry. Dude, this bitch is gonna take this lie to the grave. It's the interesting thing about men and women, you know? Men cheat on accident, and a lot of them get real fucked up inside about it. Some don't. But a lot of times women cheat on purpose, and a lot of times they will take that to the grave. It sounds like OP's lady is going down that exact route. I then brought up Matt, and she said she didn't know a Matt, and that I was crazy again. I then said he works at the same hospital as you, and you just deleted him from your friends list after you called me his name. Yeah, starting to ring some bells up there, isn't it? Yeah, you're feeling real cornered at this moment, aren't you? She said, oh, she remembers now, and that she just added him for her friend at work who thought he was cute when he fixed her computer, and she must have deleted him when she cleaned out her friends list. I called bullshit, as he was the only person that she deleted. We fought about this for a few days, and I just decided that I was done, and gave her space. A lot of space. Many years. I'll tell you, bro, pack your shit. Go out for cigarettes. There's no salvaging. Why would you even think that there is going to be any salvage from this? Maybe the kid. That's it. I know she will not admit to anything unless I have the evidence, which she deleted before I was even suspicious. I looked in her Google search history, and she Googled what to do after you cheat, and every website she visited said to not disclose information, as this will make your spouse even more mad. I brought this up, and she said, it was so long ago, and she doesn't remember. And those websites, like, she didn't even read them. Does she know how to read? She just clicks colorful pictures on the computer. I need some advice on how to best move forward with this, or what other people have done in similar situations. I love her so much, but I know that I will never trust her again, at least not how I did, and I feel as though this may happen again. Oh no, it will happen again. It's currently happening right now as you're typing out the Reddit post. She's like, yeah, he's just playing with his phone, put it inside me. Backstory, I grew up in a single-parent household, seeing my dad most weekends, and vowed that I would not raise my children like that. So there's that. Yeah, but if your lady's a cheating bitch, like, how you gonna stick around? How you gonna disrespect yourself in such a fashion? I don't need any proof. You want some more proof? Maybe go talk to Matt, see how he feels, but he'll probably lie to you too. But that's the most beautiful part. You don't really need a reason to walk away, aside from, I'm not in love with you anymore. I don't want to do this thing anymore. I know you made a vow to not be like your parents, blah, 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 but like, maybe just try again with somebody who's worth trying with, you know? Like I said, this is bad soil. I get it, you're trying to tend to the crotch fruit that sprouted from it, but it is gonna kill you, like I said. Maybe not physically, maybe they won't have to bury you, but mentally, I could tell, man, she's gonna crush your spirit. She's gonna break you down into nothing. And then she's gonna take half your shit. Might as well take half my stuff now while I don't have that much stuff, right? I don't think you actually love her. You don't even trust her. How can you love somebody you don't trust? What it actually is that you're scared of going out there and finding something different. You're comfortable with the situation that you're in. But let me tell you right now, different could possibly be a much better thing for you. It's gotta be better than whatever the hell's going on here. But I don't know, man. Yeah, it's not my life. I can't live it for you, but you do only have the one life. So live your best version of it, which it doesn't sound like you're doing right now to me. Don't worry about proof. Don't worry about closure. Cheater, especially like a hardcore cheater like this one, she's never gonna give it to you. Disregard, bitches. Acquire currency. These hoes ain't loyal. Video is sufficiently beefy, but I figure one more couldn't hurt, you know? Why is 3 a better number than 2? Because that's how many, like, gold, bronze, silver, whatever. So let's see if we can find a real crappy one to be the worst story in here. Alright, this one not direct cheating as such, but I'll take it. Girlfriend was lying about her body count for 3 years. Now that, to me, seems pretty egregious. I know there's a bunch of people out there like, oh, it shouldn't matter. Well, to some people it does. I don't know what to tell you. I respect your opinion. How about you fucking respect mine? Respect my opinion enough to lie to me about it. OP says, am I in the wrong for being mad? I decided to go through my girlfriend's recently deleted iMessages and found messages of her and a guy that I went to school with that was supposedly her best guy friend at the time. LMAO. Why is that a laughing situation at all? Best guy friend? I'm not playing those fucking games either. I'm not gonna get involved. You can have whatever friends you like, but me personally, I choose to walk away. More than just a bit sus. And OP confirms that, yeah, they were secretly banging around the time that she was talking to me and hanging out with me. This gotta hurt, man. That sucks, bro. But hey, handy lessons for life, ain't they? Every time I would ask her about her body count, she never mentioned that partner. She mentioned everyone but him. Oh, she was giving you names and all that. Sort of ridiculous. I thought her count was just like egregiously high, you know? But no, she didn't include the person that she cheated with. You're not really mad about the body count. You're mad that she's cheated with this dude. You're making your case quite horribly. If you'd like legal representation, an associate from ReddX Industries will be reaching out to your DMs shortly. Yeah, we're getting into divorce law. Who knew it was so lucrative? Even when we were officially together, they would hang out as just friends, to my knowledge, but I know my girlfriend would never cheat on me since this was technically before we were together. Whatever you need to tell yourself, man. Just dudes happy to live a lie. Spend their entire life not acknowledging anything that's going on around them, just existing, until one day the candle of existence is puffed out. Too late. You never became the person that you were hoping to be. I think that's the truest version of hell. But anyway, her excuse was that if she told me, I would think differently of her and wouldn't have talked to her, potentially her ending up not being my girlfriend, TBH. Dude, I don't know what the hell that sentence means. +1 to her body count and you would have not hit, is the number like 1 or 2? I'll tell you right now, that girl dirty. She belongs to the streets. She gonna hit 20 before she hits 20, right? Aiming for triple digits before 30, right? Which if that's what you want to do, go ahead and do it. I think it's gross, but you go ahead and do it. Just don't break down another human being as a sacrifice to your own ego, you know? This guy, he was secure enough. He's like, yeah, you can hang out with your best friend, even though he's a dude. That's fine. You think he's gonna do that again? Maybe. He seems to be talking himself into like everything is okay here, but it's definitely not, my dude. You need to pull it together, my dude. Anyway, she says she's really sorry and feels bad. She knows she messed up real bad, but I don't know how to feel right now. We're going on almost 4 years now. Do I break up with her? What do I do? Please help. Run! What's wrong with you? Yes, run. She lied to you. She lied to you about this little thing before. Next thing you know, she's lying to you about something just a little bit bigger. Especially because you got a fucking noodle spine, won't stand up and make your case that like, that was not right. I respect myself too much to stick with somebody who would lie to my face. Goodbye. 4 years? You wasted 4 years. That's fine. It's the sunk cost fallacy. You don't throw 4 more years in after the bad 4 years, so then we just have 8 years of misery. And then at that point, we might as well make it 10. Been 4 years, she's hanging out with the dude alone, like you're being cheated on currently. You've convinced yourself that you're not, but come on, bro. Wake up and smell the coffee. How about? Speaking of which, I could use some coffee right now. Again, a little bit tired, but I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, like, comment, sub, hit all the buttons. Thank you to my Patreon patrons, my YouTube members. Special video coming up for you on Sunday, huh? It's the new thing. I like it. On the end card, I'm going to link you to some other r/relationship type stuff that I did. Click on through, you'll probably like it, unless you're still seething about the whole body count thing, in which case, I can't help you. You feel how you feel, I feel how I feel. That's how this is gonna go, all right? Anyways, always remember, friends, that you are loved, you're worthy. You definitely deserve it, and I shall see you in the next one. So until then, bye-bye. Go ahead, cut them open. It's gonna be fine, it's gonna be fine.
Promise swears it's just a fact.